When we launch this console application, it immediately prompts us for an employee's name. We type it in, enter a basic salary, add a bonus, and the program instantly calculates and returns a neatly formatted payslip. We are going to build this exact application. Along the way, you will learn how to handle user input, display formatted output, and execute basic arithmetic operations in C#. To follow along, you just need your code editor open with a blank C# console application ready to go. Taking raw data in, processing it, and returning a result is the foundational pattern behind almost every application you will build. Let's look at how we handle that input first. Step 1 is setting up our prompt. We need to ask the user to provide the employee's name. To display this request on the screen, we use the Console.Write command. This diagram illustrates why to choose Write over WriteLine for this prompt. Write leaves the blinking typing cursor waiting right at the end of the text on the same line. WriteLine, on the other hand, immediately drops the cursor to the next empty block. With the cursor in the correct position on the same line, we use Console.ReadLine to pause the application. This command waits for the user to type their name and press Enter, capturing those exact keystrokes and storing them into a string variable. Controlling exactly where that cursor sits and how the text is captured ensures the person operating your software has a clean, intuitive experience right from their first input. Now that we have the name stored, we need to collect the financial data, the basic salary, and the bonus. A logical approach would be to declare an integer variable and assign Console.ReadLine to it, expecting the user to type a numeric value. If you attempt this, the compiler immediately throws an error. Under the hood, Console.ReadLine produces a text string. This rigid text awk cannot fit into a memory container designed for mathematical integers. To resolve this, Convert.int32 acts as a secondary filter, reshaping the text into a true integer that slots into our math container. In your editor, wrap the Console.ReadLine command inside Convert.int32. You will apply this exact syntax to capture both the basic salary and the bonus variables. You must build this explicit translation into your code because a computer evaluates data types strictly. It cannot perform arithmetic on textual characters, regardless of what they look like on the screen. With clean, properly formatted integers safely stored in memory, we can execute the calculation. C# provides standard arithmetic operators like the subtraction operator, the multiplication operator, and the division operator. But for this specific step, we will use the addition operator to combine our two values. Create a new integer variable named total salary and set it equal to your basic salary variable plus your bonus variable. The math is complete. The final task is formatting this calculated total and displaying it back to the user. To use string interpolation, place a $sign directly in front of your opening quotation mark. This enables curly brackets as dynamic placeholders. By typing your variable names inside, the application pulls the stored data, injecting it directly to form a cohesive sentence. We wrap this entire interpolated string inside a Console.WriteLine command, ensuring the final completed payslip prints clearly on its own dedicated line. Interpolation provides a precise, readable syntax to bridge the gap between raw backend calculations and clear human feedback. Let's compile and run the finished application. We enter the name, a basic salary of $50,000, and a bonus of $5,000. Satisfied tone. Press Enter on the keyboard, and the console immediately outputs the correct mathematical total of $55,500 within our interpolated string. Now that you have a functional baseline, test your logic by modifying the codebase. Try adding a tax deduction variable to it, and use the subtraction or multiplication operators to calculate a final take-home pay. By completing this simple calculator, you have successfully moved beyond reading syntax and built your first functional C# application.